and welcome along for another Birmingham Futsal Club game in the FA Futsal Super League today. Birmingham take on Newcastle as the two captains make their way to the centre circle. Dean Withers with the captain's armband for Birmingham today. Two team squads then. Birmingham have Dylan Malpas and Ezekiel Moron as goalkeepers. Mikey Angel, Reese Horton, Evans Albiol, Dan Guy, Lewis Scott, Dean Withers, Juanito, Darnell Hughes, Ahmed Jafar and Kevin Kuya. Newcastle have Andre Rhodes, Udom Krotowski, Alex Sondigo, Bern Yedidid, Will Asso, Scott Gunn, Jonathan Longley, James McKenna, Josh Clark, James Gunn, Hugo Joshi and Joseph Davidson. No David Christin today for Birmingham, so it will be Dylan Malpas to start off in goal. Ezekiel Moron on the substitutes bench in the Birmingham squad for the first time. Newcastle get us underway then. Gunn. Back to the captain, Krotowski. Birmingham pressing high up the court. Angel back to Albiol. Withers to Angel. Albiol. Horton. Withers again. Birmingham starting five. Made up of Albiol, Mickey, Angel, Dean Withers, Reese Horton and the keeper Malpas. Here's Angel. Kicking for the visitors. Gunn takes it. And back it goes. Forward to James Gunn. And that one runs away from Scott Gunn. Horton. Malpas gave it him short. Albiol to Angel on this near touchline. Withers. Now Horton again to Angel and comes up off Angel and there's an early chance here and it's bundled in and Newcastle take the lead. It was poked home, appeals for handball, ignored by the officials. And Newcastle are ahead. It was Angel who was dispossessed and the visitors took full advantage. In Birmingham here, it's Newcastle who lead by 1-0. Angel to Horton. Albiol. Withers. Out of play. Angel. Horton now back to Mickey Angel. Albiol. Albiol striving forward down through the middle and it's poked out of play with two Birmingham men lurking. Kicking overturned. Ricky Angel penalised for taking that illegally. Captain Krotowski plays it back. Here's Krotowski again, and free kick off. The ball goes Birmingham's way. Referee Peter Nurse just wants a talking to Jassy here as well. Angel to Albiol. Withers. Horton. Across to Albiol. Horton stumbling, and perhaps a chance here for Newcastle. Just couldn't quite keep it in play. It runs away from James Gunn. Malpass. Angel to take the kick in. Back to Withers. Albiol. Down line to Horton, and still Birmingham yet to really create anything going forward. Rhodes, the keeper, rolls it out to Krotowski. Will be a Newcastle kick-in. Onto the near side with Scott Gunn against Albiol, and out for Newcastle kick-in this time. Krotowski knocks it back. Krotowski again. Nice ball through from Krotowski, and there's a chance here, and very nearly 2-0 to the visitors. Dylan Malpass with the save. Corner then for Newcastle. Played in and fired by Krotowski. Horton. Krotowski got his head to it. Horton. And against Krotowski. Back to Albiol, and he fires over. Just joined us there, Newcastle lead by a 1-0. 3 minutes played. Albiol coming forward, 3v2 here for Birmingham. Horton dragged it just wide. Rhodes rolls it short. Here's James Gunn. Back to Gunn again. Nice play by Gunn, and Albiol's done extremely well to win that. Withers has got it and knocked it back now to Albiol. Horton. Play goes on. That's a whistle from the other court. Play on. Neighbouring court's whistle. Bit of confusion on court there, and understandable as well. Santiago. Pass Withers. Still Santiago. And that time was never going to trouble Malpass. Malpass drops it short to Withers. Now Scott to Horton. Birmingham really do need to up it, and soon. Withers, what a finish! Dean Withers with a goal. Brilliant goal from the English international. Found the top corner, and Withers has drawn Birmingham level. Brilliant goal. It's one apiece. Santiago Malpaz rolls it out to Albiol. Scott on for the first time and gets his first touch. Scott, who had an absolute thrill of a game last time out, scored 4 goals. Absolutely brilliant performance. He'll be looking to replicate it today, I'm sure. Tough ask though. Clark. Just ran out of play on the far side. Newcastle, who have lost their 2 games going into this, 6-5 against Loughborough, and prior to that, an 8-2 loss to Helvetia. Corner for Birmingham. Scott plays it back to Withers. Horton. Albiol plays it off. Yedidid, and it goes out for another Birmingham corner, this time from the far side. Horton. Gone off Withers and in! And Birmingham lead by 2-1. It's off Withers and into the back of the net. The shot was fired in, it took a touch off Withers. And it's Dean with the second goal of the game. Birmingham have turned it around. With 5 minutes played, it's Birmingham who lead by 2-1. Clark. Withers again. Already on a hat-trick. Horton. Withers, nice flick to Horton, but Birmingham have lost it. Yedidid. Here's Yedidid again. McKenna down the line, but just ran away from Clark. Horton. Albiol, forward to Horton. Denied by Rhodes. Yedidid. Malpaz makes the save, and Birmingham looking to counter now with Reese Horton. Horton through the legs of Rhodes. Rhodes will be disappointed with that, but Reese Horton won't care. And Birmingham lead 3-1. Reese Horton with the long range strike. Came through a crowd of players, went straight through Andre Rhodes. And it's found its way into the back of the net. Newcastle 3-1 down. Birmingham in control. Scott. Birmingham looking for more, and there's another. And it's for the debutant with his first touch. Kevin Kuya, only announced as signed yesterday. And Kuya on the score sheet. 4 goals for Birmingham. Kevin Kuya again beating Rhodes. This time at Rhodes' near post. Kuya, who'd only just come on. And it's Birmingham 4, Newcastle 1. Scott. Back to Kuya and Albiol. It's 5-1 now to Birmingham. Absolute flurry of goals. This time slammed home by Ivan Albiol. 3 goals in quick succession, really. Birmingham on top and in control. This time, the talisman, Albiol with the goal. 5-1 as the timeout called by Newcastle. Two teams gathered together. If you've only recently joined us, Newcastle did actually take the lead in this game. Since then, it's been all Birmingham, 5 goals in very quick succession. Birmingham on top here. Withers with 2, Horton with 1. As did Kevin Kuya within his first minute of his Birmingham debut. And Ivan Albayol just then before this timeout. Got the 5th as the buzzer goes. Jassy. Krotowski. Krotowski again. Krotowski forward, straight to Angel, and Angel's fired it home. Rhodes got a touch too, but couldn't do enough. Angel into the roof of the net. Birmingham are loving this. It's 6-1. Krotowski. Krotowski again. Birmingham kicking. Juanito. Cross to Juanito again. And Kuya. Will be a Newcastle kick-in. 6-1 the scoreline. Foul count just 1 against Newcastle. 13 minutes to go until half-time, so a flurry of early goals here in Birmingham. And it's the home side who've got the majority of them. Krotowski, straight to Scott. Scott, still Scott! Just wide. Rhodes rolls it out. Back to Gunn. Forward to Krotowski. Newcastle haven't looked too bad going forward, but it's the defensive side of the game that's let them down, really. Sure, Rhodes will be disappointed with a couple of the goals at least. Kuya. Back to Kuya. Couldn't quite hit the target. Krotowski out wide. This is Scott Gunn. Juanito pressing up high. Last touch adjudged to have come off Angel. No Alex Igaza or Zach Price in the Birmingham squad today. Zach Price, who of course suspended, having picked up 2 bookable offences in the last game. Birmingham on the attack again. Scott, Juanito. Hopes against Krotowski and out for a corner. Scott, Kuya. This time straight at Rhodes. Scott Gunn. Long and to Krotowski. Juanito. This is Scott, but couldn't quite find Kuya. James Gunn. Santiago out to McKenna. McKenna against Kuya. Santiago off of Juanito and out. 11 minutes until half time, 9 gone. Seems like more than that, in all honesty. McKenna. Nasty challenge there, and it will be a Birmingham free kick. Juanito's the man down, and Peter Nurse, the referee, on the scene quickly. James Gunn, the offender. Just a talking to. Juanito to Kuya. Rhodes rolls it to McKenna. Oh, yeah, did it. Santiago. Yeah, did it. Back to Santiago again, and Kuya's got a touch to it. Angel. Still Angel across to Juanito, and Rhodes with the save. Ivan Albiol back on for Birmingham to replace Lewis Scott. You did it. Albiol's won it. Albiol to Angel. Newcastle have it back. Santiago. Across to McKenna on the near side. Santiago again, and off Albiol and out. Halfway through the first half then, Birmingham in complete control. 2 from Withers, and then 1 each from Horton, Kuya, Albiol and Angel. Give Birmingham the 6-1 advantage after they had gone behind early on. Kuya! Failed to hit the target. Donnell Humes on for Birmingham as well. An opportunity to get him some much deserved game time. Malpaz. Short to Kuya and Albiol. To Angel. Nice link up between the two. Angel. Here's Humes to Kuya. Kuya back to his feet quickly. Across to Angel. Might open up for Angel, trying to create a bit of space, but Angel out of play now and down the other end. Newcastle. Clark, the ball ran away from him, but Angel bending down, holding his knee here. Seems to be okay though. Angel. Withers. Cross to Humes. Humes takes on his man and does so successfully, and just about gathered at the second attempt by Andre Rhodes. Santiago. Albiol got a touch to it, but he's lost it. Near side referee awards the kick in to the visitors. Gun fires against Darnell Humes after Jassy played the kick in short. Santiago forced to just knock it out of play. Withers back to Humes. Dan Guy on for the first time. Missed the last encounter. Missed the last encounter through illness. Back on the court today. .7:28 left on the clock. Birmingham lead by 6-1. The foul count just 2 against Newcastle, but they've got an opportunity here of the visitors, and they've got to go back. Chipped over Malpass and into the back of the net. Scott Gunn, the goal scorer. Birmingham will be disappointed to concede there. It's their kick in. Messed it up in all essence. Santiago. Forward again to Scott Gunn, who's not lively. Santiago, and right, it came a foul play on and could have gone anywhere. Hugo Jassy to take the corner on the near side for the visitors. Back to Clark. Clark. Wide of Malpass has got. Humes. Withers. Santiago touches it away from Albiol. 6:50 left on the clock. Here's Malpass. 4 seconds to distribute. Guy. Albiol. Forward to Withers. Guy in the centre, across to Guy. Guy rounds the keeper and scores. Dan Guy on the score sheet. Birmingham with their 7th. Lovely link-up play between Withers and then Guy with the finish. Birmingham 7, Newcastle 2. Dan Guy with a composed finish there. Flotowski onto the far side. Malpass. Looking for Withers long, and Withers got a touch to it and got it on target as well to Rhodes. Albiol with a nice sliding challenge. Got to the ball first. James Gunn back to Krotowski. Guy, and the free kick does go Birmingham's way. Guy to Withers. Jassy with the challenge. Withers to Humes. On throw out to Withers. Here he is again, just a bit short though to Guy, and fortunately for Birmingham it did run away from James Gunn. 5.5 minutes to play, 7-2 to the hosts. In all honesty, it seemed quite comfortable. Guy. Withers across, looking for Humes, but it had just run out of play. It will be a Newcastle kick-in. Long ball forward, Guy with the header. It's found its way to Humes and had to be saved. Humes there for the follow-up. Still Humes. Humes. Eventually taken away from him by Scott Gunn. Albiol. Withers. Forced back to Malpas. Now Albiol. Withers. Plenty of movement, and here's Albiol again. Now Albiol. Rhodes was off his line quickly. Albiol back to Scott, and Albiol had the ball fired back at him. Couldn't quite prevent it from going out of play. Bit of a heavy pass from Scott there. Yeah, he did. Never going to trouble Malpas. Scott. To Ivan Albiol. Withers. Nice pass to pick out Albiol again, and Birmingham settle for the kick-in. Just over 4 minutes to play. Until half-time, that is. Albiol takes it inside and forward to Scott. Albiol looking for it back. Falls to Scott, who tees it up for himself. We're asking for handball, but nothing comes the way of a Birmingham decision, and Malpas forced into the save. Meanwhile, Ahmed Jafar is on for Birmingham. Yedidid. Back to Yedidid now, and Malpas was there and cleared long down court. Krotowski. I think Krotowski might have been on the court the whole time for Newcastle. And the free kick does go Krotowski's way there. Jafar penalised for perhaps a hand to the face. Just the first foul that Birmingham have given away. Visitors with 3, so unlikely to see a 10-metre penalty with, 3 minutes 25 seconds left before the break. Newcastle looking for a goal here. Krotowski and Yedidid stand behind him. Will be Krotowski against Jafar and out for a corner. Yedidid. Krotowski. McKenna. Blocked, and it's still in there though. Newcastle with a little spell of possession. McKenna did just take that out of play on the far side. Lewis Scott to Jafar, wearing the number 9 shirt for Birmingham today. Yedidid. Scott with a good challenge, and he's got Jafar ahead of him. Scott opts to go alone and forced back to Withers. Good Good play though from Lewis Scott. Angel. Seems to perhaps thought he'd been fouled there, but referee in close attendance didn't see it that way. Two Birmingham players leaving it for each other there, and fortunately enough, Malpaz alert to the situation. Withers. Scott. Near side referee just wants a word with Mickey Angel and Bernier did. You did it. Against Horton. Now it's Juanito who got a touch to that and looked as though he could have possibly been in on goal. McKenna. Birmingham lead by 5. Scott with a good challenge and he comes away with the ball as well. Great defensive work by Lewis Scott there. Now Angel to Horton. Scott wants it, but Horton opts to play it to Angel instead. Horton looking for Angel. Nice bit of build-up play, but falls back. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Horton. Angel's lost it. Scott's got it back. Nice interception as Lewis Scott brings the ball forward here. Santiago knocks it out to Yedidid. Interestingly enough there as well, Newcastle making the change whilst on the back foot defensively. Scott Gunn onto the court. What was slightly strange timing. Juanito. Newcastle coming forward and they'll score. Santiago with the finish. 7-3. 35 seconds to go. Birmingham will be disappointed. Nice play by Newcastle, but sloppy by the hosts. Santiago couldn't really miss. 7-3. Albiol. Albiol again. Albiol again. Good save by Rhodes. Clark. Albiol to Horton. Half-time then, Birmingham in control of the game. Half-time score, Birmingham. Welcome back then for the second half. Birmingham lead by 7 goals to 3 at the break. Withers with 2 and then 1 each for Horton, Kuya, Albayol, Angel and Dan Guy. Will be Birmingham to get us restarted. Referee Peter Nurse just ensuring that the substitutes either side of him have the correct bibs on. Kevin Kuya gets us back underway. Across to Kuya straight away, and well, that would have been some quick goal. Scott forward to Albayol. Juanito with a touch on it. Long down court. So imagine what the two Birmingham coaches said at half-time would be something along the lines of, if we need to stop giving away silly mistakes at the back. Going forward it's been great, but defensive side to it, not so. Juanito. Albayol. Absolutely sent Clark flying there. Albayol takes the kick in across to the far side with Juanito. Albayol. Kuya. Wide from Kevin Kuya. Rhodes with the long throw out, but Albayol does extremely well. Forward from Juanito to Scott. Well controlled and played back to Albayol. Juanito again over on the far side. Juanito goes down, and that's the first foul of the second half. Goes against Newcastle and Scott Gunn. Albayol across to Scott. Albayol again and into the side netting. Underarm throw out that time from Rhodes, but does no better for him. Albayol, foul off the ball. Giving Birmingham's favour, perhaps just a little bit of frustration showing from the visitors now. 2 fouls inside the first minute and a half of the second half. Hugo Jassy, the man with the push there. Juanito's come and taken up position right over on this near side. Malpaz, though, opts to go short to Albayol. Here is Juanito now. Scott, Birmingham do well to beat the first line of press, and Scott across to Kuya. Kuya looking back for Scott and across to Juanito off the line. Was that handball? Looked like handball to me. Birmingham certainly asking for it as well. Seemed as though it was handled on the line there. Referee didn't see anything. Did seem to strike an arm. You did it. You did it again. Jassy. You did it. James Gunn returns the ball back to Yedidi. Kwiatkowski. The arm was always rising. Malpas. Juanito. Still Juanito coming forward. Juanito. Rhodes did well that time. Birmingham kicking. Across to Withers. Albiol inside Albiol. Rhodes manages to save again. Yeah, he did. Juanito does well. Kwiatkowski. Nice play from Juanito. Here's Kevin Kuya. Kwiatkowski with the heavy challenge. Juanito forward to Kuya. Back to Withers on a hat-trick. Withers. Denied that time. Forward to Kuya again. Nice ball from Albiol and whack to Juanito. Albiol under pressure uses his body strength well and cool as you like, knocks it back to Malpas. Kuya. Juanito. Albiol. It's been good from Birmingham in the attacking sense. Withers looking for Kuya, and that time he edited in the right place to intercept. Yedid not happy, but nurse on hand to see whether that had crossed the line or not. Withers across to Kuya. Kuya again. Albiol. Withers, Albiol looking to return the favour, but McKenna in to nip it away. McKenna. Great save by Malpas. He actually came back off Kuya as well, and it could have gone into the back of the net, but did just trickle wide. So number 96 for Newcastle, Joseph Davidson, substitute goalkeeper, out for his warm-up. Could be seeing him in a moment. Newcastle on the front foot and they've scored. They've got one back. Maybe now they start to believe. James Gunn, the goal scorer, just towed it into the bottom corner. Just 3 goals in it now, 7-4. Angel to take the kick in. Kuya. Newcastle kicking. 5 minutes played in the second half. Just that one goal in the second period. James Gunn got it. Birmingham's still 3 ahead, but perhaps Newcastle might start to believe if they can get another one back. And they certainly will. Angel plays it all the way across to Malpas. Looking for Horton, but not quite where he was. Important touch on that from Angel. Kotowski had Asso at the far post. Asso, who we didn't see much of in the first half. Malpas, long ball forward, taken down on the chest by Angel. The referee took his time over giving that Birmingham's way. Withers to Horton. Now Angel. Loose touch and Aso gets it. McKenna. Kotowski. Horton through his legs. He temporarily lost it and Malpas forces it out of play. Claps of encouragement from the Birmingham head coach Ezekiel Pastor, but Newcastle are on the front foot at the moment. Angel. Withers. McKenna has it for the visitors, but Birmingham come away with it. Scott. Been Withers to Horton. Horton tried his luck and his luck was out. Birmingham still have it though. Scott. And it's Kotowski. Withers has lost it and now here come Newcastle on the attack and Malpas with an important stop. Zaso, who found himself in on goal. Santiago. You did it. Longley. Santiago. Birmingham kicking. We found Albiol ready to return to action. Here's Withers. Horton brings it inside and Horton still. Horton was aware of Scott to his left and tried to feed him. Good play though from Horton. Strong addition to the squad. Reece Horton signed in the summer. Angel, back to Scott. Came back off Scott and out of play. Aso didn't get to it. Scott did. Scott's in. Denied by Rhodes. Aso. Santiago. Forward to Aso. Aso really should have scored there. Birmingham with the warning signs. Scott denied by Rhodes at the one end. Newcastle straight down the other. Should be 7-5. Withers. This is Angel. Call as you like. Chips the keeper. And that's the goal that Birmingham were looking for. Mickey Angel. Composed finish. Over the top of Rhodes, who sold himself early. Birmingham regained their 4-goal advantage that they had at half-time. May settle the nerves a little. Good finish by Angel. It's 8-4. Aso. Jassy. Santiago. Santiago again and off Albiol. Santiago takes the corner to Jassy and Jassy's shot always going over the top of Malpez's crossbar. Malpez to Horton. Kuyar. Kuyar again to Albiol. Albiol to Juanito. It's the second time that Clark slipped. Horton on the end of it, but couldn't direct it towards goal. Clark. Jassy tried to turn Albiol, but Albiol stood up well. Malpaz. The ball ran out of play. There is the change of goalkeeper. Mentioned before. Davidson is on now to replace Andre Rhodes. Horton to Kuyar. Birmingham kicking. Kuyar to Horton, looking for Kuyar again, but Newcastle come away with it. Horton, well saved by Davidson, and as well to control and distribute out to Jassy as well. Santiago, 10 minutes to go. Kuyar slows things down a little. Juanito. Albiol. Handball against the number 10, Jonathan Longley. Malpaz, forward to Kuyar. Kuyar again, just waiting for support. Albiol. Cross to Juanito. Juanito left the ball behind there. Plutovsky. Foul count 3 against Newcastle with 9 minutes or so to go. Keeper's ball. Davidson trying to find Jassy, but Albiol there in front of him. Juanito back to Albiol. Albiol forward to Horton. Horton tried to find his teammate again. Albiol. Juanito to Albiol. Kuyar. That just trickled across the line. Eight and a half minutes to go. Birmingham 8 and Newcastle 4. Really, it was just that period where Birmingham got 4 goals in extremely quick succession that has put Birmingham in control of this game. Newcastle haven't looked too bad. At times, they've shown what they're about. Certainly attacking wise. Kuyer's lost it here and gone. Malpass with a good save. You did it. Newcastle kicking. Looking for you did it, but Albiol intercepted. You did it again in the pivot position there, should I say. Back he goes and he's turned in. Josh Clark with the finish. Again, Birmingham just seemed to allow Newcastle to play through. Clark got the final touch on it. Beat Malpass. And into the bottom corner, it's 8-5. Kuya. Albiol. Kuya. Plutovsky. He did it. Back to the captain, Plutovsky. Albiol again. Some great defensive work to win the ball back for his side. Malpass bundled into and well, Malpass took a hit there and so did the goal, in actual fact. Birmingham assistant coach. Onto the court. Malpaz seems to be okay, and the action will resume with the corner. Yedidid will take it. Chips it back to Krotowski. Krotowski inside the centre circle. James Gunn back to Scott Gunn. Krotowski. Yedidid. Against the post. Gunn it was. Not sure whether Malpaz had it covered or not, but Scott Gunn certainly not far away. The 6th goal for Newcastle would make things interesting. Kuya. James Gunn to Krotowski. Krotowski misplaces his pass and Albiol regains it for Birmingham. Really did miss him in the opening few games to the season, Birmingham. Kuya, Birmingham asking for a foul. What would be Newcastle's 4th. Kuya's done extremely well to go and win that off Krotowski. Kuya's won his side kicking as well. Back to Albiol. Withers. Albiol. Back to Malpaz, and Malpaz with the first time long kick out of play, and the timeout here called by Newcastle with 5 minutes 2 seconds left to play. Scoreline: Birmingham 8, Newcastle 5. Foul count against is 3 against Newcastle. Two Birmingham players on a hat-trick then. Mickey Angel and Dean Withers both with 2 goals today. Players back out onto the court then. Davidson. Santiago to Scott Gunn. Santiago. Gunn again. Newcastle going fly goalkeeper. Will just be Davidson to do that fly goalkeeper for Newcastle, so no faffing about with changing players on and off. With us to Kuya, but Birmingham lose it. Santiago. Davidson gone across the halfway again. Gunn. Santiago. Davidson wants it but doesn't get it. Guns under pressure and Withers lets it run out of play. Malpaz. Rush of blood to the head, his eyes lit up. Davidson. Straight to Malpaz, who, well, kicks it into the net, but he won't count. It had gone out of play before that. Withers. Strong performance by him today. Back to Withers now, and against Rhodes, who come out of his penalty area. 3 minutes 47 left on the clock. Albiol. Angel couldn't quite get it under control. Santiago plays it short. Back to Santiago again, and Scott Gunn. Feel there's another goal in this, whether it be for Newcastle here or Birmingham, of course, attacking the empty net. The Newcastle are leaving unguarded. Back to Davidson. Santiago. Kuya's on the scene, and so's Angel. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around it enough. Malpaz took control of the situation. Withers. Angel. Still Angel. Albiol. Under pressure from Santiago, and Malpaz comes and picks it up. Scott. Santiago, and well, Newcastle score. 2 minutes 50 to go. It's 8-6. Birmingham lost the ball, and simple as you like from there. Again, though, another defensive error. Eight 6 now, but Birmingham have really got to cut these out. Scott to Albiol. Withers. 2 minutes 40 to go, so there is time for Newcastle. Davidson. Albiol. Sure, Birmingham would love a goal now, and here's Scott. Withers. Albiol. Across to Withers. Back to Albiol. Withers across to Albiol. Remember, Birmingham led at half-time 7-3. It's now 8-6. Flykeeper again for the visitors. 2 minutes as the clock ticks by, and it could have ended up absolutely anywhere there. In the end, it's gone out for what will be a kick-in, but right down by the corner. Scott Gunn. Yeah, did it. Santiago. Wasn't miles off. Albiol spins past Gunn. Pulled back for the Birmingham free kick. No advantage. Pittenhurst did try to give Birmingham the advantage, but nothing came of it, so back for the Birmingham free kick as Birmingham called the timeout here with 1:41 left. Hosts have just got to try and see out this last section of the game. Of course, defending against the extra man in the fly goalkeeper is tough, but they've been on top for the majority of this encounter and do deserve the 3 points. Newcastle, though, I'm sure they've got their tails up thinking if they can get 1, they can certainly get 2. They would go away with what would be well earned, hard fought for, but in all honesty, a bit of a steal of a point. Birmingham free kick then. Albiol will take it. He's got Angel as the option. Albiol to Withers. Nice touch from him, and here's Withers. Davidson did get in touch too. I think he might have just been sneaking in at his near post, actually. Angel. Santiago. Scott, and the net's empty, remember. Crunchy challenge goes in and inches away from Angel finding the net. Yeah, did it. Malpas, the net's free. Malpas scores! Absolutely inch perfect. Dylan Malpas right into the middle of the net. And the Birmingham shot stopper on the score sheet to settle the nerves for the last minute. (9-6) to Birmingham now. Shotgun though, and across, and yeah, did. Really should have turned that home. Angel. Long looking for Withers. Withers takes it down. Santiago to Scott. Scott! Denied by Joseph Davidson, and Newcastle come away with it. Santiago. Gun. Withers, the net's empty again, and well, Santiago's back there, but Angel tucks it home. Angel completes his hat-trick. Mickey Angel managed to sneak it past Santiago on the line. And Birmingham into double figures. Perhaps more reflective of the performance today. It's 10-6. Seconds left. Yeah, did it. Final seconds tick down on the clock. Good day for Birmingham. Albiol with us. 1 second. Full time then here in Birmingham, and deserved 3 points for the hosts. Final score, Birmingham 10,